welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts. This is the Jaguar XK150 door bottom that I'm doing, and side hinge panel, or landing panel for the hinge. And this is part 2. I did part 1 yesterday where I cut it out, so you can see now that I've sandblasted all the inside of that, sandblasted behind here, and this is weld-free primer that's on it. What I've got to do now is repair this inner section, and I've just built this piece here to go on it to get me the correct distance for the door. So like I was saying yesterday, this is a reconstruction of the piece that I had to cut out. Now you can see obviously it's pretty piss poor, but it's done in such a way that the way I cut it out, so you can see that that line at the bottom is roughly what the thickness of the cutter is, and the same there on that side. Now you might say, well, why not take it out all in one shot? That's easier said than done. In this particular case, there was not just this, but also this other section was welded in front of it. So I don't remember which way it went now. I think it went like that. Is it like that? Oh, it must be side on. Excuse me a second. I'll just work out which way it went. Right, let me open that up a little bit and I'll put that edge in it. And we can choose the camera for a second. So it must have been, yeah. Okay, that looks like it was like that. It could have been it. Yeah, it looks like it might have been that way. So you can see that was over the top. So what I've actually done is that piece there I brought forward a little bit because there was a piece behind it which was rotten, and I couldn't just go cutting because I would have cut through the main stays where this section here, I would have cut right through there, which is what I didn't want to do. So I had to take a little piece out at a time. So what I did, like I said, I just reconstructed the whole thing, just put a few tacks. Obviously this is going in the bin, but I just wanted to make sure I had that radius correct. So what I've done now is, you can see here, I'll stay out the light, you can see here I've made this new plate, and basically I've put this lip on it so that when I put this piece in I can fold it over there. You can see I've started to fold over that edge there, you can see there, and then I made that corner piece. Obviously this will all be welded up and leaded. I could have rolled that, but I thought I'll just do it that way, and because everybody can do that, it's just a matter of cutting it, and obviously this will all be cleaned up. I've just finished this piece, got it ready for the bracket, and once again I use that tool there, which is the tool for doing the A panels and the putting new doors on. It's a door skinning tool basically, and you can use it the same thing for that, which is an ideal bit of kit. Yeah, so the next thing now will be to make a panel that goes in here and overlaps this. This particular little tool in here, which is just a cheap one, it's just a plastic one. The metal ones are better, I have to say. The metal profile combs are much better. But you can see when I put that up against there, you can see there's a little gap under it there, which should be approximately the thickness of the metal that's going now underneath, and then a lip on the top of there. So I've taken this off that door there. This is the door there, and in fact that one's got a bad piece of damage in the corner as well. You can just see it there. But I took it a little bit further back just to make sure, and then checked it on the front edge. So yeah, that's so the next thing, like I say, I can actually open this back up again, this edging, and take this back out, because obviously I want to prime all this first, but I want to make sure it all lines up and it's correct, and then I can weld this piece in. And as you can see, that piece needs to come forward very slightly. So what we end up now with a flush edge, whereas before they just put a huge patch over it. Unfortunately they did that with a lot of these cars in the 60s, 70s, well 70s, 80s, because it was a cheaper way of doing it. People didn't really go for the big restorations in them days, not for this kind of car. Anyway, so there you see, this panel's all made up, ready to go. This one is looking nice on the back there. You can see it fits really nicely down the side there. It's all got to be trimmed up, of course. And then this one is, when it's all put together, the overlap is right on it there, and it leaves a tiny little gap, which is great because I can actually put the lead in there and redo it. So yeah, that's it. Went to the Mini. We're picking it up tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. The arches are there, looking nice, and the bonnet's there. You can see now it looks a lot more yellowy. Okay, the light's not very good in here, I have to say, but it is actually a lot more yellowy than I thought. It's more beigey than white, and I think it's the camera. But when it's out in the light, it's quite beigey. It's not as white as I thought it was. It's still a lovely colour. That and the black go together great. So tomorrow I'll pick up the other door. The boot's going to have a little bit of work done on it because there was a bit of a marking where the number plate goes, and it's a bit lower than I thought, so he's going to repair that. The wheels are not done, and they won't be done until next week, so unfortunately you won't be able to see all of the car put together until the end of next week. But there you go. So yeah, so I'll do a part 3 on this when I'll put this together, weld it all up, and then what I'll do is I'll lead load a bit of it, of the door, and I'll leave the rest so that you can actually see the difference and see why, you know, we make sure these are lower or flusher. So really, that's it for today. Yeah, so there won't be a video obviously tomorrow because I have to go up to Vienna as soon as I've brought the car back, and then see some people in Vienna for some information on the XK on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday we'll start getting after the Mini and put the rear subframe on and what have you. But there you go, you can make these, and this was all made with just hand tools. I just used a dolly, you know, put a dolly in there in the corner, and then hammered it round. You can see, yeah, and then obviously the flat bit for there. And I just dollied that in. Once I got it over, obviously I did use this tool, this door skin tool, but you use it for door skins or any fold like that. So this is why I bought it, because I knew we were going to use it. Anyway, so there you go. That's it for today. And I'll catch you probably Saturday. The weekend's not good to do YouTube videos because everybody's out enjoying themselves, which they should be. But I'll put one up on Saturday, possibly, or Sunday. So thanks for watching in. Take care, and talk to you on Saturday or Sunday. Bye for now. Bye.